her daddy. What's good?
I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell if you haven't already. We're gonna wait. Bring it back.
Wrap it up, wrap it up.
Alright.
You can copy it out?
Yeah.
Okay, it was me. Okay, this is a story time about me, Jose, and Uriah. He was up in a previous video, I think. I don't remember. I think it was the one.
Previous video. It was a very long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago, but this my brother. Yeah. So it was a Friday, actually. It was a Friday. This girl, no, me and my cousin was walking up in the hallway, and they was like, this girl just looked at us, because that's when back in the day, when I used to get in trouble. What the freak? When I used to get in trouble. So he was walking me up in the hallway. We was talking. We went to go get some water, and he was taking me back to my class, because that's when me, my brother, and we all used to go in the same school together. So I'm just walking up in the hallway, being me, you know. Yeah, what he doing? I don't know what he doing, but okay. So I was walking up in the hallway like a normal day. I was walking, and then this girl looked at me and rolled her eyes. I'm like,
now I want y'all to keep in mind, we all in the hallway, but we didn't see this. So this is like all new to us. We got out of school, it was a whole nother story.
it was
During the situation, we didn't even know it happened. So
Uriah and him was walking up in the hallway with me. No, I did not get in trouble that day, actually. We would walk, because I just came from lunch and I was supposed to really be going to the bathroom, but I saw them up in the hallway walking. So I went to get some water with them, then I had to go back to the gym. The roundhouse. I had to go back to the roundhouse. And then the girl was like, she just rolled her eyes. I looked at Joe. She looked at me. He looked at me. And then I'm like, you saw that? He was like, see what? I ain't see nothing. And then Jose talking about what? I'm like, nothing, dude, nothing, just nothing. And then Uriah, he like, what is you on? Like, leave the girl alone. I'm like, I didn't mess with her. I just looked over there, and she rolled her eyes at me, because like mine in my classroom was right there, and my teacher was up in there, because that day we was finna eat ice cream, because it was like a Friday. So yeah, woo, blah 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 blah, all that good stuff. So yeah, so after I left the roundhouse, they was all like, she kept looking at me. She kept side-eyeing me. You know how like when somebody side-eye you and they be like, yeah. She side-eyeing me. I'm like, I'm not even doing that. Mind you, I'm in the first grade. And she in a whole 6th grade. No, she was in 4th grade. I'm in a whole 1st grade. She in a whole 4th grade. Him and my brother, they was like, you was a whole little girl. You need to chill out. I'm like, I ain't even doing nothing. What you talking about? And she like, just standing there looking at me. I'm like, what do you want? And he talking about, he looked at her too. I'm like, y'all just chill out. And then, so it was the end of the day. So normally my teacher don't let us leave because it was an incident before me and her, because she normally just,
she was a bad kid, and so they had to wait so she wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have like fight, because it was like all older kids just leave, like they used to be just, I don't know. But yeah, so that happened, so I had to stay back like 10 minutes, and then we had to walk on a whole nother street. But that day we didn't walk on a whole nother street. We should have walked on a whole nother street.
Yeah, we should have.
But we didn't want to, because it was faster that way. Can't even lie.
It was faster, but it was also because like it was 3 of us, which is cool, but it's like, dang, all your friends and everything over there.
So we was bored and stuff, but we was thinking about it, but them hills, it be too many hills. So we walked that way. We was like, should we go this way or that way? We didn't go the other way because it's like the street go like this, and it's like just ain't it too many hills.
It's just too many hills.
It's literally it's like this. It's literally like that, and then you go down a big old hill. Then our house was right there. Our greenhouse was right there. Like, I'm like, I ain't want to go down that hill, so we all went down the other hill. I'm like, all right, woo, woo, wop, wop. I'm like, we should have went down that hill. Whole time we should have went down that hill. It wouldn't have been a fight, and we wouldn't have got caught in in that situation. But anyways, back to what I was saying.
Made it to where, you know, we got where everybody was at, because we did start to walk towards the other way, but then we was like, no.
So we was
came
running.
back.
We was bucking, can't even lie.
Yeah, we was running.
We was running because we didn't want to be by ourselves. We didn't want to look lame, you know.
Nah, that's just you. But so like I was saying, we went back that way. We seen everybody was chilling. And then
everybody was walking, everybody was cooling, and then she looked at all of us was walking, so it'd be like a big old crowd of us. It's like it's like 30 or 20 people.
Anybody that walked was all in a group. Everybody.
Yeah, and we always was talking and stuff. All right, this the funny part. Y'all might laugh, but then when I was coming, I tripped because I don't know what happened, but I tripped and everybody started laughing. I was laughing too. They was laughing. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was laughing and stuff. She was like, "That's what." She yelled out of nowhere. She was like, "That's what you get." We all looked. It's like the whole group was basically they friends. It was basically his friends and my brother's friends. It was all their friends. It was a big old group of them. It was all their friends. So I'm like, all right. So I'm safe. Because like how when she rolled her eyes at me, I'm like, I ain't even do nothing. I don't even know the girl. So when she rolled her eyes at me, I was like, cool. We kept walking. And she walked up behind me. And she did like a look. I'm like, I didn't even touch her. So it was a whole, she like walked up behind me. I'm like, okay, I'm not even crying at this point. Then she did it again. I turned around and pushed her, and then yeah, we was fighting. But mind you, I'm in first grade, so I really didn't know how to fight, but I knew how to fight. So I was pushing her and stuff. I was like, boom, boom, and I was punching her. But she had me on the ground already, and they was like, and my brother was like, you ain't finna touch my little sister like that. And like, you know how like, you right, be getting mad. Yeah. He be getting angry. He be really angry. He be like, he was like, you ain't finna touch my little sister like that, bro. And he was like this.
I mean,
you was just waiting to something happen.
I don't have to talk. Like, it was just.
He was just like the person that you say something to him, he wait until you hear him first.
It's like this. It's all a thing. Pretty much. I'm gonna break it down to you for a second. She starts the drama.
But I didn't start it this time.
Okay, you ain't started, but you did what you did. You was you. Okay? So then you have him. He's gonna talk, he's gonna get mad, he's gonna hit you. He gonna mess with you.
He is gonna hit you.
Me? I'm quiet.
He's gonna stand there.
I wait for him to hit. And then that's when I hit, and then that's when we all hit, and then that's like when we just diffuse the whole situation. But go ahead.
Okay, so yeah. So what was we talking about? Oh.
The story.
Alright, bro. So I'm almost done. But so yeah. So then she was all like, so she pushed me, I pushed her back. We was fighting basically, and then blah blah blah, all that.
Blase.
Hold up. What else happened? Y'all, I don't remember what happened. Oh, well, I do remember what happened, but this part. Oh! I didn't mean to touch you like that. But we was fighting, and then my brother was like, you ain't finna touch my little sister like that. He was standing there like this. Like, he was ready for somebody to hit me again. Like, that's how you was. He was standing there like Hulk smash. Like he is now. He was just like this. Just stiff. I thought he was a statue for a second. He was just stiff as a mug. And then I'm like, okay. And then my brother was getting ready to punch her. And then all his friends were standing behind him. And then, well, basically the whole group was standing behind both of them. They was next to each other like this. I'm finna do what my brother was doing. He like, when he get mad, he be like this. He be angry. He was just standing there. Everybody was behind him. And they was like, somebody yelled and was like, if you touch that little girl, we all gonna touch you. And her sister was right there too. I forgot to say that. Her sister was right there too. And mine and her sister like that, my brother. So my brother was like, my brother said something. I don't remember what he said. I'm not even gonna lie. But then they was fighting. I'm like, They start fighting because she hit me again. And then everybody ran up. He was standing there because she ain't hit me again. And then he said, I want to get in on it too. Then he kicked her in her head. Y'all.
I'm a different breed.
Out of nowhere. He came out of nowhere and said, boom. I'm like, dang.
I just do what needs to be required. If I need to hit you, you're going to get hit. But if you need to be kicked, you're going to get kicked. It's as simple as that. I'm not really a violent person. I'm actually chill. But when it comes down to family, it's a whole nother story. But continue.
And then my big brother was like, bruh, he was angry. I'm like, my big brother was down there like, And then they was pulling him off because he had that girl nosebleed. And I'm like, Uriah, I was like, Uriah, chill out. It ain't that serious. She done. So I was like, stop. I was yelling. And then her daddy came. Everybody, he was like, that better not be my daughter. That better not be my daughter. He opened the door and her sister was like, that is your daughter. Her big sister, that's her daddy too. So she was like, Daddy, that's your daughter. That's your daughter. And we was like, and somebody said, I don't give a, we'll do whatever we want. He said, you lucky I ain't got my gun on me. Then everybody looked up. Somebody punched her one good time. Somebody punched her one more time. They said, Mom, and she was crying.
I just wanted it to be known, it was not us. We did not punch her.
We did not.
I mean, we probably did previously, but that punch wasn't us.
At all.
Continue.
Somebody said, Mom, she was crying. She was like, she was in a ball like that too. But all this was her whole she was leaking. She had bruises on her. To this day, she still got them. I saw her the other day. She still got bruises on her arms. Anyways, back to the story. So, her daddy came, that better not be my daughter, woo, woo, wah, wah. And then we was like, he said the gun, right? He said gun. Everybody looked up. But me, my brother, and him, we was all standing over there like this because we was letting them do it. And we was letting them do it to her. And then, so yeah, her daddy came. We fled the scene. You know? We fled the scene. We was gone. But so he was the first one gone because he said he heard gun. He said, huh? He said, y'all lucky I ain't got my gun on me. He was the first one that ran.
If y'all don't know, that just like, that mean it's time to go.
No. It was him, me and my brother. My brother was like, get on my back. I got on his back, we was gone. But he was gone. But my brother would have been running faster. But I was on his back, so I'm like, dang. But we was gone.
It's all it take. You ain't even gotta have a gun. Just say gun and we can all flee.
Everybody was gone. They fled the scene. Nobody was there. It was blood on the ground. Yeah, that's basically the end of the story. We got home. We started talking about that mother. We was laughing. Yeah. Joe, you was like, dude, why was you so angry? You just.
It was just like, it was an extent because it was like, okay. You can be mad about the situation, but you gotta know your restraints. Like you can't just beat her down like that.
That boy, but he was like, he said, Mom. I was like, dang, bruh, that was messed up. So I was like, we cool. I don't know. She go to my school, but we kinda cool. Cause after the day after that, she saw me. She was like, she was being, oh, buddy. I'm like. It was weird.
Well, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I need you to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell if you haven't already. I'm not gonna wait because you already should have done it. Like I'm saying, peace out. Stay tuned for the next video. We only coming out with bangers.
Yeah.